morning. I am the Abundant Alchemist, helping you make money by curating the best and most significant information in the crypto investment space and by providing you technical analysis. All right, guys. Getting a lot of flack for some of my videos. Some because of the, you could say, underpinning political sentiments. And it's not so much political, but it's just how the markets work, right? When certain things are said, the markets act in certain ways, and it has no reflection on, Bitcoin itself. Bitcoin's going to do what it does as an asset, but how people react have an effect on the market. That's just the way that it is, right? And you don't have to take that personally. You just have to go with the flow and adapt. And don't identify with Bitcoin. You don't marry them. You don't hate them. You don't date them. You trade them. Okay? And I see a lot of you people identifying with certain assets like it's your mom or your father or your nationality or your religion. And that's not the way to handle assets, and that's not the way to make money. I sell when I see that it's a higher chance of going down, and I buy when there's a higher chance of going up. Will I be right all the time? No. But I make my money on the right calls. I have to, as a trader, you have to be okay with being wrong. And I won't be right all the time. Now, all the videos, everything that you've seen, I've been right. But it doesn't just stay in one location, and it's not just blasting in one location at this time. So by the time that you see a video of me saying I sold all of my Ethereum and all of my Bitcoin, it may have gone up. At that moment when I made the video, it was the right call. So I see a lot of people trying to oh, this video aged well. And I'm not going to take it personally. I know that you don't know any better. But I did comment in below because in that video, shout out to you. I don't think that, you meant it with any malice. So I get it, And I broke down what I meant. But, some people come off with a disrespectful demeanor, and you know who you are. I either block you because I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm making money. I don't have time for this BS. Or I'll go back and forth, and I'll put you in your place because I know what I'm talking about. And other than that, after one response, I'm not going to just waste my breath, if that. And, I have 78 followers. I appreciate you guys. The followers aren't the problem. And you know what? If I'm wrong, call me out on it. And I'm going to 9.9 times out of 10 admit that I'm wrong, because I don't identify with being wrong as long as I'm learning. And that's what we have to do in general. We have to identify with the truth, not be butthurt and get caught up in our ego when we make the wrong call. And I think this is going into things on a larger scale, because people just want to hang on to their ego essentially and be like, no, I'm not wrong, or no, I'm right. That's not where I'm going with all of this. But when I'm right, I will tell you that I'm right, because I'm not gonna just roll over and... All right, anyway, man. Too much attention on that. I just wanted to clear that up. Ethereum looking beautiful right now. Ethereum is at all-time highs pretty much. It did go all-time high. I have about 5 Ethereum right now, and that's looking really good. But I'm slowly transitioning from as Ethereum blasts off. And I'm not just selling right away. I'm slowly, because we have no idea what Ethereum is about to do. And I have a feeling that over these next coming months, it's going to be like pretty life-changing wealth for some of you. Litecoin is highly undervalued, guys. Look into Litecoin. I could see it easily 3-4xing. And at 140, you know, we could see 300, 400 plus Litecoin, which is a nice return. But I'm still super bullish on Cardano. Bitcoin, look, when I sold all my Bitcoin, it was at like 33. I got back in at 31, 30 even. And so I don't regret that move. You know, if obviously, if you're looking at my videos right now, you go, what the hell was this guy doing? Because it's at 34 right now, headed to 35 maybe. But I don't think it's headed to 35. I think we're going to retrace back again. That's why I'm not even, I have like $50 in Bitcoin right now. I'm just trading it. You know, I'm gonna gather sats. And, you know, this thing could even go to 28. This thing could even go back down to 25K. If you're an investor, obviously, I'm not telling you to sell your stuff. You know, if you have a 9-to-5, hold on. It's going to go back up. But in the meantime, I'm making moves and I'm making money. Instead of having my dollars work for me in Bitcoin, I'm going to have them work for me in Ethereum and other things that are going to blast off, like other altcoins. Why? Why would I keep my money in Bitcoin and watch the paint dry when I could see fireworks in another asset? Makes no sense, okay? Hope that makes sense for you. I know that Bitcoin in 10 years is going to do this, and I know that Bitcoin is going to do that in 20, and it's going to be worth $1 billion, and it's going to be worth $1 trillion. That also has to do with the deflationary nature of the dollar. So yeah, it may be worth $1 trillion in 10 years, but what will $1 trillion buy you in 10 years when bread is $30? Okay, when a house is $1 billion for what you would get for $2 million right now. You understand what I'm saying? This is something like that you have to understand. Okay, a millionaire. I'm gonna probably be a multimillionaire. Like, but what does that mean? What does that mean when a house is worth, a house that's now worth 500,000 is worth 1.2? You know? Oh yeah, I'm a millionaire. Meanwhile, the minimum wage now is like $20, right? You think you're getting a good deal because I got a raise. Let's go party. Let's pop bottles, right? Bottles that used to be $1,000 are now $3,000, and you're popping these bottles on credit, thinking that you're a big shot. Come on, man, wake up. All right, I'll get you more snacks, baby. Baby's growing. Baby's hungry. You know, this is why I'm not playing with my money. Baby gotta eat. Baby got shoes that he needs. So I'm not over here balling out, acting dumb with my money. I know how money works, and you're not gonna see me spend my money on a Lambo. Not yet, man. Not yet. Not yet. There's enough time for all that. You're gonna see me get ignorant pretty soon. Probably not in 2021. No matter how much money I make, I already have it set in my mind of the type of lifestyle that I'm gonna have in 2021. 2022, we could talk about that later, right? But let's talk about this. My battery's running low. Let's talk about this. We, in general, have been programmed to have an image of what somebody who's successful, what that person looks like. My followers, I don't care about you people that are here and gone tomorrow that are just going to criticize me no matter what I do, right? They're just going to criticize me and talk crap because that's what you do. Those aren't the people that I'm talking to. I'm talking to my followers. I'm talking to my 78 people following me that actually are trying to learn and make some money. Look, I highly recommend you to read this book called The Millionaire Next Door. I read this book along with Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it changed the way that I look at money, how I move with money, how I think about getting money, and it's a large reason why I treated my 9 to 5 like the stepchild out of a whore. Okay? A stepchild that I never wanted out of a whore, that didn't do much for me ever. And I just gotta keep it around for convenience sake. Sounds horrible, right? That's what a 9 to 5 is. In most respects, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right? Investing and trading is a very personal journey. What I'm doing isn't necessarily going to work for you. I'm sharing what I'm doing for me. When I tell you this is what I'm doing, or maybe this is what you should do, you should take it with a grain of salt. Make your own decisions. I know a lot of us follow people on Instagram, on social media, to try to get a direction because this space may be new. I highly, highly, highly recommend that you learn technical analysis, fundamental analysis, because shout out to Big Boy Crypto. I love him. He has taught me a lot. He presented me with information such as token metrics, and I look to him for some opinions, but ultimately I make my own calls, right? Because you don't want to be dependent on someone else before you make your trade. You want to make the call. You want to take the temperature of what's going on and what the sentiment is in the market, but ultimately you want to be your own man, your own woman, and have the brains and the gut feeling of when to make the move. If not, that same person that's telling you buy, you're going to be dependent on to see what time it is the right time to sell. Do you feel me? Because it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. I don't care if Litecoin goes to $1 billion tomorrow. If you didn't cash out and it falls to 3 cents, you made no money. And there's so many stories of the last bull run of people that went through just that. And I don't want you to go through that. I want you to have your own pairs of eyes, your own pairs of ears. Yes, you could come to me and maybe I'll give you 1 or 2 things that you haven't heard about. And then you could connect that with your own, the own information, the own opinions that you've built in order to be in the best position to make money for yourself. My 78 followers, I highly appreciate you. I want you to make a lot of money. That's what we're doing here. We're getting financially free. Okay? With all of that said, look, you can't take trading personally. Right now, the crypto space is hot. It's not going to be hot forever. And that's why you see all these channels. They're BitBoy Crypto, they're, Crypto Jeb, all these channels I have respect for. But if you see my name, it has nothing to do with crypto. I'm the Abundant Alchemist. I'm here to change one thing into another, give it value, and if I see it needs to be changed into another in order to attain a certain goal and achieve something, I'm going to change it to that space. That's what I've been doing all my life. I'm an alchemist, okay? I don't stay in one place. And we've been groomed to go deep into one thing and taught that that's the right way to be. And maybe that's the right way to be for you. In my case, it's worked out better for me, and I've gathered a lot of life experience from being the way that I am. And George, fuck you. I'm going to make coffee. I have a good friend. Love you, man. I have a good friend. He was just like, bro, if you ever make any coffee while you're on your video, you're putting me to sleep. Well, I need to make coffee so that I don't fall asleep. I slept like 4.5 hours. Yesterday, the night before, I slept like 3 hours. This is crypto, man. I'm here to make money. I could sleep when I'm on vacation on the spa table getting a massage. I'll fall asleep then and wake up nice and relaxed. For now, let's get it. Okay? So I'm making some coffee. If you're annoyed, go follow somebody else. I'm not talking to you, George. So look, really exciting times. The DeFi space, which if you don't know what that means, it's decentralized finance. It's gonna pop. It's gonna fireworks, bro. It's gonna do really, really well. So, injective protocol, synthetics, Elrond, wrapped ETH, banned. Can't go wrong with any of these. I'm gonna get into my crypto story part 2. You know, my journey, how I got into this. If you haven't checked it out before, look into my crypto journey part 1, where I get a little personal. I'm letting you guys know who I am and like what I've been through. This hasn't been an easy journey for me. I don't know if it's been an easy journey for you, and if it is, congratulations, your life is easy. That's wonderful. You don't grow from an easy life that is not met with resistance. You grow from all the crap you gotta deal with, all the difficulties, and your ability to adapt to it. That's how you grow, and that's how you actually build character and a backbone and perspective. And you don't take things for granted when they're going well. I've been through the ringer. I know what it is to look at the dollar menu. I know what it is to go out on a date and look at the price before you order just what you want to order. You know, I know what that's like. I also know what it's like to have a lot of money, a lot of cash in my pocket, and just buy what I want. I've been at both ends of the spectrum. I'm here so that I never ever have to ebb and flow again. This is it. This is a one-way ticket. I'm not going back to what normal, you would consider normal is. Personally, and I want you guys to ride along with me. You know, ride along with me. I'm not the one that's going to get you there, you know, but I will assist you if you're willing to assist yourself. Really exciting times, guys. You know, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, at least in the crypto space. There's going to be other ways to make money. You know, not everybody has to be in crypto. That's one thing that I'm learning. You know, people's paths, sometimes what's right for you is not right for somebody else, because they are at a point in their life where they have to maybe, you know, the challenges that I've met, maybe at this point in time, it's their turn to go through their challenges. Maybe 2020 and this whole flu thing is their chance to go through some difficulty and learn from it and become a bigger, stronger person. So who am I to rob you of the character you're going to build by all the difficulty that you have to withstand and become a man, a real man, and become a real woman, by presenting this lottery ticket, which it's not a lottery ticket. Whatever money that you make during this bull run, you deserve it, because you took a chance. No matter what anybody tells you, nothing's guaranteed. Bitcoin is not guaranteed. Ethereum is not guaranteed. You know, nothing is guaranteed. When you take a step outside of your house, no matter what it is, how safe your neighborhood is, you're taking a risk. But odds are, if you live in a nice neighborhood and you're just gonna get a gallon of milk from the store, odds are you're gonna return. Doesn't mean that there's not a risk. And I'm saying the same thing with crypto. There's a high likelihood we're all gonna make money, but anything could happen. You know, this is why I wouldn't bet the farm on anything. You want me to watch it over here? That's why I wouldn't bet the farm on anything, and this is why I diversify my portfolio. No matter how bullish I am on Cardano, no matter how bullish I am on any one project, I'm not all in on them. I may be a little heavy in my portfolio on it, but if I see a signal, because I have the ability to read technical analysis, I'll be able to move. And understand this. The risks that I'm taking with my portfolio right now, 1 year, 2 years from now, I will never trade the way that I trade right now. I'm being aggressive right now because now's the time to get it. Now's the time to build my foundation. But once I have 1 milli, 2 milli stacked, I will never trade the way that I trade. A person with $1 million is not going to handle their money in the same way than a person that's in debt, working a 9 to 5, barely getting by, or a person who has $200,000 in the bank, right? A billionaire cannot become a billionaire by doing the things that got him to 1 million. It's just not going to work that way, right? An entrepreneur is not going to be a successful entrepreneur by doing what got him his 6-figure salary raise at a 9 to 5. That's just not going to work. So we have to adapt, we have to build, we have to change, pivot whenever we see things and our life change situations. We have to step up, and there's always a new level. There's new things that we have to watch out for. And I'm going back to my point where I was saying that, we have to, what was I saying, man? When we're making our money, we've been so brainwashed by the look of what success is that a lot of us making money are just going to end up giving it away. And what I mean by that is we won't feel successful until we have that Gucci belt. We won't feel successful until we have that Mercedes. We won't feel successful until we get acknowledgement from our peers. And because I've been there, I know what it is. I've had a Lexus before when I really didn't have to have it, or when I thought that the money was going to stay the same, and I thought that the money that was coming in was always going to be there. So that was my journey. I had to learn that when things are good, they're not always necessarily going to stay good. We have to learn. You only could do that growth by personal experience. If you have any questions, hit me up on the comment section. I'd love to answer them. Part 2 of my personal journey is going to come up, and I'm also going to share more in depth the moves that I'm doing, the coins that I'm looking at, the assets that I'm looking at. Okay? Hope you guys are waking up to money, to gains, and hi haters. I love y'all too. I love my crypto family. Let's get money. Click on the links. It helps me. Like, share, and subscribe. Liking lets you know that, lets the algorithm know. Next time this guy posts something, you'll be able to see it on your stream. Sharing will give someone else that's excited about making money the chance to learn and the opportunity for themselves to take this opportunity by the horns and ride that bull up to the top. Subscribe so that way you'll be able to get notified, hit the bell, and as soon as I drop some of this content, you'll be able to hopefully learn 1 or 2 things that when you put together with everything else will make you money. Let's get it, people. Monday, happy Monday. Hope you guys are excited. If you're not excited about Monday, you're doing something wrong. It's okay. Pivot. Let's fix it. By the time the summer comes, you're going to be in a stronger position to do what you want to do, not what you just need to do. Let's go.